Hello, this is Reporter Television, and I am Bethel Mikhail with the news. Prime Minister Hailemariam Desalegn held discussions this week with members of Joint Political Parties National Council. On the event, he said that there are plans to reform the council, adding that it will strengthen free flow of ideas. Members of the council asked for the improvement of articles on the amended electoral law and to focus on having a national consensus. Desta Tasfaw, head of Public and External Relations of the ruling Ethiopian People's Revolutionary Democratic Front, told the reporter. Though the PM pledged to strengthen the council, political parties that are not members of the council are discontented, labeling it as an undemocratic move. Tilahun Andashaw, head of public relations of the Ethiopian Federal Democratic Unity Forum, told the reporter that the meeting between the PM and the members of the council has nothing new to offer. They mainly raised mundane issues that both the government and the parties have discussed previously. The current situation the country is facing was not even tabled for discussion. By the same token, President of the Samayawi Party, Engineer Yilqal Geetnet, argued that the meeting is more of a public relations stunt which did not provide any solution to the current political problems. President of the All Ethiopian Unity Party, AEUP, Ababaw Mahari, on his part, highly criticized the decision and said that the statement by the PM was discriminatory. On the contrary, the president of the Ethiopian Democratic Party, Dr. Chani Kabada, argued that such discussions should be conducted frequently so as to narrow the differences between the ruling party and the opposition camp, as Naaman Ashenafi reported. The Joint Political Parties National Council is composed of 9 parties that are signatories of the Code of Conduct. The major opposition parties, including Blue, Medrek, and AEUP, are not members of the council because of their differences over the Code of Conduct with the ruling party. The House of People's Representatives on Tuesday discussed several draft laws, including a $300 million loan agreement that Ethiopia recently cemented with the World Bank Group for soon-to-start Urban Productive Safety Net project, which will be implemented in Ethiopia for the first time. The project is aimed at benefiting low-income citizens in 11 towns in the country, particularly targeting elders and people with disabilities, those with mental development problems, orphans, street children, child beggars, and commercial sex workers. The Urban Productivity Safety Net project, which will be implemented over a period of 5 years with a total cost of $450 million, aims at improving the income of poor households in urban areas via urban safety net mechanisms. The financing was extended by the International Development Association in order of $300 million, covering 67% of the project cost. The remaining 33%, or $150 million, will be paid for by the Ethiopian government. Similarly, the House also deliberated on the €40 million loan agreement signed between the Ethiopian government and the European Investment Bank to finance water supply and sanitation projects for small and medium urban towns. According to the program document, it is part of the Universal Access Plan, a countrywide strategic plan which aims at expanding the reach of water and sanitation services in Ethiopia, whose total project is estimated to cost €75 million. According to Jonas Abi's report, after deliberating on the provisions of the draft proclamation, the House referred both bills to the Budget and Finance Affairs Standing Committee. The Endowment Fund for Rehabilitation of Tigray effort has contracted a Chinese engineering company, ECE Engineering Corporation, for the construction of the first ever PVC resin manufacturing plant at the cost of 5 billion birr in Arato locality of Mekelle City, the capital of Tigray Regional State. The EPC contract was signed yesterday at Sheraton Addis, came after a long process of bidding starting from 2012. Ever since the project has retendered a couple of times to finally land a contract with the ECE, which in turn agreed to deliver the project in the time frame of 30 months, starting from the commencement of the project. The plant is estimated to have an installed capacity of 60,000 tons of PVC resin per year, which varied in quality grading from SG1 to SG8. Apart from that, the chemical manufacturing complex will also have a host of other side production lines that include chlorine alkaline plant, vinyl chloride monomer plant, PVC plant, water treatment plant, waste management plant, and few others. Azib Mesfin, CEO of Effort and the widow of the late Prime Minister, predicts that upon completion of the project, the value that will be created would boost the overall net worth of the endowment conglomerate greatly. Azib said that the idea to establish the plant is that of her husband's and that she is very happy to see the project come to fruition, as Saada Hussein reported. Getahun Taddese, Director General of the Ethiopian Kaizen Institute, EKI, said that since Kaizen had become a norm in the manufacturing sector, mainly for exporting firms, sugar plants, and housing construction, it has enabled both private and public enterprises to effectively reduce costs in the past 5 years. Hosting delegates from 12 African countries and organizing a Kaizen knowledge sharing seminar here, which was held from March 23rd to 25th, EKI demonstrated how far Ethiopia has traveled with the Japanese model. Getahun, while presenting the outcome of his institution, boldly stated that Ethiopia is keen to become the third country next to Japan and South Korea to follow suit in implementing Kaizen in everyday life. Burhanu Fekade reported the Director General said that the Kaizen has entered into its second phase in Ethiopia after achieving basic Kaizen. Getahun also said that Ethiopia has customized the philosophy and trained professionals to become experts in the Kaizen systems. Basic Kaizen mostly focuses on changing and suiting the working environment, which in turn enable employees to take part in the decision-making process. Kaizen is a Japanese management philosophy on continued improvement in quality, which is sponsored by the government of Japan. The Chinese telecom giant Huawei has authorized TechnoBrain, a global ICT training provider based in Tanzania, to train and certify ICT professionals who can service, maintain, or develop IT solutions suitable for brands and services that Huawei markets. The two sides have signed an agreement on Thursday in Addis Ababa and announced that they have forged a partnership to offer certified trainings that correspondence to Microsoft, IBM, or Seco to professionals in the ICT business. The partnership was also set to offer a unique opportunity for professionals to acquire expertise in the state-of-art Huawei technologies. Makonnen Tasfaye, country director of TechnoBrain in Ethiopia, told the reporter that Huawei has already approved and provided a training curriculum for TechnoBrain that basically trains what Huawei requires. According to Cooper Q, deputy CEO of Huawei in Ethiopia, the new scheme covers a wide range of trainings in the field of ICT where networking, cloud computing, data storage, data center, unified communications, mobile technologies, and the like are some of the areas where both companies are looking to train professionals in Ethiopia. Burhanu Fekade reports Gary Gao, Partner Development Manager at Huawei Ethiopia, indicated that Huawei International has such tailored ICT training schemes across 160 countries, which it provides in partnership with academic institutions and training centers. Ermias Amelga, founder and former CEO of Access Real Estate Share Company, has been charged by prosecutors at the Second Criminal Bench of the Federal High Court at Arada Division on March 25th for writing bad checks. The latest charge came after Ermias was released on bail the day before against a $500,000 bond. After 73 days in police custody, pending investigation on alleged breach of trust and aggravated fraud, a judge at the First Criminal Bench of Federal First Instance Court at the Arada Division ruled that the suspect should be released on bail but banned from overseas travels. Federal investigators objected the appeal lodged by Ermias's lawyer Molla Zagaye for his client to be released on bail. They claimed a 1.4 billion birr case warrants more bond value than the amount granted. Ermias presents a flight risk, and letting him out would enable him to tamper with evidence, they argued. However, the presiding judge ruled that these claims have not been sustained in the 2.5-month-long investigation. Investigators pleaded that Ermias remain under custody at least until the ongoing audit investigation into the finances of Access Real Estate is completed. Ermias appealed to the judge, saying that he had not been able to generate income for the last 3 years, and added that he had a mere 25,000 birr in his possession. He told the judge that he was dependent on his family for his needs. Tamruz Ege reported that following the objection of the prosecution, the High Court ruled suspended the lower court's ruling to grant bail to Ermias. It also ordered that the defendant remain under custody until Monday, March 28th, when he will enter his plea on the charge instituted against him. Finally, sports. Gianni Infantino, the newly elected president of the world's football governing body FIFA, visited Ethiopia this week. During his visit, Infantino met with a delegation of Ethiopian Football Federation led by Junaddin Basha, the president. The Swiss-Italian FIFA president made his first visit to the African continent, and the football development was the main topic on agenda. Infantino also paid a visit to the headquarters of the Ethiopian Football Federation, a FIFA goal project, as well as the Ethiopian Youth Sports Academy. Before his departure, Infantino met with the Minister of Youth and Sports, Redwan Hussein, and the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Tedros Adhanom, with whom he held discussions regarding the development of football. The FIFA president also promised to increase the number of African World Cup participants from 5 to 7. Infantino also said that the number of national teams in the World Cup would increase to 40. Ethiopian Football Federation President Junaddin said that the visit holds a great value for the development of Ethiopian football. The FIFA delegation then went to the neighboring country of Djibouti, where the program included a meeting with the Prime Minister and a visit to Djibouti FA headquarters, another FIFA goal project. The FIFA president will conclude his 3-day trip to Africa on Friday with a visit to Gabon, hosts of the next edition of the CAF African Cup of Nations, which will be played in 2017, as Dawit Tolosa reported. That was all for today. Thank you for watching. For detailed information and exclusive interviews, make sure to go to our website, thereporterethiopia.com.